Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome back to Slay the Princess. Now, we just finished like round 1 of this weird story, but I kind of forget what happened, so I'm gonna, we might have stopped here, but I'm gonna go back a bit just for a refresher. Yeah, okay, so when we restarted, we forgot everything that happened with this weird creature thing. I'm not, last time we said, okay, make me forget. What happens if I wait? I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Oh, we can just keep waiting? I want to see what happens if we just keep waiting.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
Can forever finish? Isn't it forever?
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
That sounds complicated and I'm not sure I understand.
You'll always come back to the box. Because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
It's just like, how did we get to here from that crazy princess? Oh? The game froze. Is it gonna crash? It did crash. Is that intentional? Because I feel like maybe that's the game waiting forever, you know? Because sometimes they do that.
You have returned to me.
Aha! It is! It's like opening the box like it said.
I never left your side.
I don't think you can see it. There you go. Yeah. Huh. Okay, but we do have to forget now. Interesting though. I like that. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Ah yes, the princess. Right in there?
You won't.
Oh. Everything goes dark and you die. We could try. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Now I do think that we have actually completely restarted, right?
You're here to...
Yeah, we have. What happens if I skip? I can't skip. We're already here. So what do we do? Because... I feel like we tried a lot of these before. Well... I mean, we have already tried just straight up killing her before, but that didn't really work all that well for us. Well, let's just try this one. I don't think I said this one yet. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path.
Proceed. I wonder if the mirror is going to be in here.
The interior of the blade is your implement.
Well, she's made of blades, so I'm not... I mean, we haven't tried not taking it yet. We could try that. Let's try entering the basement without it. You never know, maybe that might be the problem, having that thing.
Revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
That's odd. I felt like she wasn't... Like, I felt like her voice wasn't so, like, timid sounding before.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Well, cause like, before it felt like she wasn't like this. She's like more aggressive, so I'm curious if we can actually save her now that we don't have a knife, because maybe she knew that we have a knife last time. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're
Yeah,
here to
she
rescue me?
wasn't like this
I was starting
before.
to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Interesting.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I mean, she's totally gonna kill us.
She's beautiful.
I feel like she
How
would.
could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Forever? But we were just in the forever. Does it know that we just had that? Does she know? Wait, yeah, because that thing is her, in a way, right?
I hope
Oh,
you
wait.
got something to deal with these chains.
So she would remember us. Right? Yeah, she'll remember us, but we won't remember her.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
What if we can actually save her this time, though? What if she... I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding
What's with
the
that
princess
face?
to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
My thing is that she's like made of knives. She could totally break out at any time. Why does she wait
I'm
here
guessing
every
you don't
time?
have the key?
Unless if waiting here for me is what she needs to do to get her objective or something, you know?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't any key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Let's go with that one, I think.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Yeah, what's up with you? why are you being
To
nice?
make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock
What?
sliding into place.
Who has betrayed me?
Someone else here?
I don't think yelling is gonna help. Let's just try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
I don't think anyone's gonna respond, but we can always yell, I guess. Hey, let me out of here!
Your shouts and pleas are, you're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Did the narrator lock it?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Everything would be easier if you just locked her up with both chains.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her
What
mouth,
the hell?
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
What the fresh hell?
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
She's already free, buddy. She's eating her arm. Save the princess. We don't have any other choices.
Fine. Against
Ugh.
your better
Oh,
judgment,
God.
you place
That's
the
awful.
blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Gross.
The blade is
Oh,
sharp,
no.
and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Disgusting. Oh,
Her limb falls
I
to
don't
the
like it.
ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Because she's not real.
No, she didn't.
Oh, this is gross.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I feel like the hero's voice should be a bit more alarmed.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, at least you're positive. Yeah, we're not gonna have any other options. Approach the door, I guess.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
What are you gonna do about it? You're just a voice.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and
Wait,
raises the blade.
no. I'm not doing that.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Watch me.
No!
What are you doing?
I can't help it. No. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Don't do it.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
No, resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No!
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Why? Back up.
We both know this isn't you.
I'm not sure either if this is either of us right now. We're both acting funny.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from
Oh,
your
their arm ripped
infuriatingly
off.
rigid hands. What are you doing?
This is so weird.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Huh? You're gonna kill me?
She plunges it into
Oh.
your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
This is so weird.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
You know, it's weird, because we see her bones here, but I thought her whole body was made of knives. Is this a different princess? Like, because she's also stabbing us with a knife. Like, we know she's got knives all up in there. Why isn't she using those? I feel like she should be better at killing us in this. Maybe she's faking it.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
That doesn't make any sense. She's made of knives.
Apparently not. Though it
This-
doesn't matter
what?
how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
This is odd.
One last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel. I don't understand.
You're on a path in the woods. And
Yeah,
you're
we
here
know.
to slay.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Yeah, let's go with that one.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
No.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Voice of the smitten.
Our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved?
We actually love her this time?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love. and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Well, we've already asked that before. Well, I want to still meet the princess, because turning around and leaving will just die, so let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yeah.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay, let's go. I mean, why does she wait down here every time?
The interior of
she
the
can
cabin
totally
is clean and elegant.
get out.
Its stone
I don't
walls
understand.
draped in fine threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only
Mirrors
furniture
here
of note
again.
is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
And this is totally not a cabin.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your
gone
hand
again.
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What type of creature are we? Like a troll
There
or
was a mirror
something?
a
Or
second ago.
gremlin?
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
No, let's just go. We'll leave the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls.
This place is
The basement
fancy.
almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Got the good
But
castle
it's
this
still a
time.
stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
The narrator sounds different for a second.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She looks
There's
a
a
lot
heavy
cuter this
chain around
time.
her
Why?
wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that?
See, she remembers.
She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain.
He believes us
You
this
killed
time?
us.
I feel like last time he didn't believe us.
Well, she killed us.
But the narrator instigated it.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
I don't know about
Now,
that.
hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
I mean, last time we didn't really get to see the aftermath.
We
you
never
know?
saw a world end.
Yeah.
And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
What is this awkward silence as we just kind of stare at each other? Because she can't hear the voices, so we've just been staring at each other
Are you
for a
listening
while.
to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Well, she didn't mean to. Well, I mean, she meant to, but she didn't. You know, whatever. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Rescue the princess. I do have quite a few questions, but I don't know which one I want to ask, because I think you can only ask one. Let's save, maybe. I mean, I don't know if she'll actually tell us the truth. So let's just say I'm sorry.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
It's possible. I mean, the other thing is her voice sounds a little funny this time.
Doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
So nothing happened. Maybe the world just got reset? Maybe? There was no after? But before we started talking, did you end the world? Did the world end? Did you end the world? Yeah, sure. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Not about me being happy.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or another about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague. I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. Well, let's just go with no. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
You just
See?
saying
she didn't
that?
confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I mean, this one doesn't make any sense because we already know why she killed us last time, so let's just rescue the princess, I guess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
I would.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Oh wow, they really do
Approach the
slip right
princess
off.
and
What the hell?
gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
She's not chained up.
Shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
She's getting more Disney every day.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Is this when she eats
And
us?
you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
The princess jumps up and
I
smothers
don't
you
really
in a
want her this
joyful
close to me.
embrace.
I'm
Ugh.
scared.
If only you had a weapon, one
Her
slip of the
throat's
wrist
gonna
of your
open up
pristine
and she's
blade
gonna
would be
eat us.
buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
I don't know. I didn't expect us both to be alive yet. What do you want to do? We leave and then we have our whole lives to figure out what to do next. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection,
I'm afraid of what she's gonna say.
and then she shrugs.
I don't know.
Oh.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. You want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Well, we have to figure out what she wants. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
Okay.
The princess takes your
This is
hand.
too happy.
The last
I don't
hopes
trust
of
it.
the entire world slipping
We're gonna
through
step
your
one foot
fingers
out
as
of
they
this door and then
intertwine
we're
with
gonna
hers.
explode.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand
I don't like
in
it.
hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
There's 1 foot out this door and she's gonna turn into a ball of knives.
And what happens after we walk up the
I'm
stairs?
afraid.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face
Oh.
and the lock clicks.
Damn you.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She sounds so robotic.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Let's try together, because I don't know if I'm strong enough to do this. And I don't want to put all the responsibility on her, so I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
That was easy. It didn't even sound like we had to like rip it open or
I
anything.
told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and
Take the blade and slay the princess. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
What do you want, though?
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Are we gonna live?
A happy ending at last.
I don't trust it.
We did it.
I don't.
What should we do now?
No, the weirdness is coming.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so
What
cold?
the heck's happening?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Ah, no. Oh, that's weird. Why? But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. You're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Have we? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. See to the cabin. You are at the cabin. I thought she was on fire. I think those are all hands. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
This this section reminds me of when in Persona you go into the Velvet Room, you know? I don't know, feels like it. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you have hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back. Attack the enemies, destroy your body. I don't want to do that. Are you the same being as before? Or how much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me the single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
If you don't like it, then you better shut the hell up.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When all is done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, I don't want to say that. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So I guess this version of her is dead and gone. I don't think we'll be getting a nice princess anymore. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
The more, I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I still don't want to say that. I don't really want to destroy myself, but I don't know, maybe I have to. Let's see what happens if I destroy my body. You raise your will to end your life, but it buries into the space your body should be, and you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Alright, let's just say it. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Alright, let's go back. Ready to go.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1 again. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path.
Yeah,
in the
we know.
woods.
Let's just go. Yeah, let's just go.
You make your way up the...
Go inside.
The interior of the cabin.
Explore the basement and not take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Lie. Let's lie about it this time. I'm here to save you.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Well, you've already said that before.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You
And
were
no
lying
again.
when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Let's talk first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
I think we already asked this before, so maybe we shouldn't ask her these questions. I feel like we should just let her out. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge... No. You're doing the right. You walk up to the chains binding the princess.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs. Oh, and if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
You gonna
She
start
offers
eating
the
your arm
suggestion
again?
with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but
Okay,
the
then we
door at
already
the top of the
experienced
stairs
this.
slaps.
Go back downstairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, we did that. Is right now the right time to slay the princess? I don't think so. Save her.
Fine.
I want to get out of here almost.
We won't have any of that. Stop that.
Huh? Resist is blocked out. I have to slay her? I'm not allowed to resist? I can't skip. That's so weird. I guess we have to slay her.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Ugh.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Gross.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
I don't think it matters about wounding her, you know? Like, I feel like she can rip off every limb and she'll be fine.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her.
But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? There's no point in telling him this. Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yeah, we've already heard this. Go.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
Oh, it's roots. I thought they were arms.
Of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror. Might as well.
You walk up to the wall next. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Wipe it clean.
You reach
and
forward
gone.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Alright, let's go. We'll leave the knife.
No blade. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time, and we still... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into... The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs.
It's a weird one.
Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't
I should have brought the knife. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you.
We should probably leave. She's probably gonna kill us.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Uh-oh, she's ready to
You
pounce.
descend the basement steps, entering the dark.
She's like a
room
lion.
below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Oh, you brought it up this time.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality. Even I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. I get the sense you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk it out? I mean, I was unarmed last time, and that didn't really work out. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look, I know things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. That might be a good option. Can't you get out of those chains on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? I don't trust you, not enough to free you, but definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving, bye. Let's try to team up. Look, I know, the things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Why am I the only way? You can easily slip out of that chain.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Can't you get out of those chains on your own? Get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
What is this? What is this that we are doing?
The princess grins as the chains fall.
I don't
from
like
her
it.
wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
She's gonna pounce.
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I don't really know if she wants to get out. I feel like she's just waiting for us every single time. Well, she's already out, so I don't think any of those are gonna work. What should I say? I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my
Darn
trust
it.
back? You'll have to try harder than that.
I died. I don't know if that's a good thing to say. Okay, let's leave. Leave with the princess.
Yes, let's.
She's gonna kill us. She's
She
gonna
creeps
kill us.
forward,
She's
taking
gonna
one
kill us.
cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She
Ooh,
never
she's
breaks
very
eye contact,
cat-like.
even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we
She's
can't
gonna
have
kill
that.
us.
If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
I
I don't know how
mean,
many more warnings I have to dole
it
out.
worked out
If you
just
help her out of
once.
here, you're going to regret it.
I feel like if we, like, tell her to go first, and that's gonna show that we don't trust her, and then she's gonna get even angrier. So let's just go. Step onto the stairs.
Right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
I mean, at the moment, she's just angry that we betrayed her, you know? Like,
But
she might still be kind of trustworthy. Well, not that she was super trustworthy.
The upstairs of the cabin.
She just might not kill us this time.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
Don't speak too soon.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why.
Yeah.
You feel something dig
Damn
into
it.
your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
Ew.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
Did we crush her? Her
You're
arm's
still in
not
shock,
right.
trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is
Oh,
broken.
it was our back.
One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
I mean, her arm's twisted, so, you know.
What? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done if you considered not being like that. Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I wanted to try to trust you, okay? I know it was a horrible choice. Can't get up, you broke my back. What the hell was that for? I was trying to help you get out of here. We're never going up those stairs, were we? We could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood.
You spilled my
And
blood.
knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you.
But why?
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade
Oh yeah,
first.
that's true.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Oh, your fault.
She eyes you
We
with
could have
intensity,
both lived.
silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Oh, can we not die? Either of us?
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Ew.
Is that really what's going to happen now? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
So what she said before. And back to forever we go. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Oh, I know where she went, don't
There's
worry.
that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay. Just trust me, we've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like, looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
It's not the end. Whatever is on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. See you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Finally! We're going places.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze in your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Were we so grassy? You're withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What? It can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. I mean, sure they exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times you go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make it worse? Sure, let's say that.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I'm not really sure. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Do you know what happens to the worlds that we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
So we're not there yet, maybe? How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Have you figured out what you want when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Well, I'm ready to go back, I guess.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path.
Alright, hold
in the
on 1
woods,
second.
And at the
Okay, I'm pretty sure we still have a ways to go, so I think we're gonna end this one here, though. So, thank you all for watching. I mean, it seems like, well, we have to keep bringing the thing vessels, right? So each version of the princess is like a different version of her in a different world, right? So, like, I don't know, she could be a bitch in some worlds and she could be super nice in some worlds, I don't know. I guess we just have to keep going until we have all of her different moods. Most of them seem to be murderous, though. I don't think we're gonna get the cute version ever again, you know? But yeah, I mean, that feels pretty clear, like, that we have to get different versions of her. It's just, I don't know how the narrator plays into this. Like, how are we gonna get rid of him? Because he stopped me from being able to, like, because I was gonna kill her eventually. I was just trying to wait till we get upstairs, but it seems like now he's gonna just really push for whatever ending he wants, so I don't know what that's gonna do and how that's gonna work. And then, like, one of the voices brought up that maybe the princess also has her own voice telling her what to do, so I don't know. I guess we'll have to keep playing and find out more next time. So let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.